Howdy y'all, my name is Carson with SC Traditions, and we're out here today trying to catch some channel catfish on some pool noodles. So I went out earlier this morning and tried to do some deer hunting because South Carolina's deer season is the longest in the US and it opens in the middle of August before any other state. And just for one reason or another, the deer just aren't moving and it's not a very productive time to go hunting right now, at least not in my spots. So it got me to thinking, you know, I need some meat in the freezer. I want to make a really cool video for y'all. So I decided, let's whip out the kayak, let's whip out the jug lines, and we got some cheap Walmart hot dogs. We're gonna make this happen. We're gonna be out here for about an hour or two, and then if it doesn't happen there, we're leaving them overnight and we're coming back to them in the morning. And I guarantee you, we're either gonna have some pretty good eating little bullheads that you can eat whole, or we're gonna have some delicious channel cat fillets out of this beautiful South Carolina pond. Let's get to cooking. So the way that these jugs work is we have this center point and we got a piece of PVC running through just a basic pool noodle. The pool noodle is buoyant enough to keep just about any catfish up above the water. So it's going to work like a giant bobber rig like you'd use to catch brim, bluegill, whatever you want to call them. Now the glorious thing about the jugs is they're depth finding. So they kind of just find their own way. The weight drifts down until it finds out where it wants to be, which is right about there. And if you have it coiled correctly, all you got to do is pull it up and bait it with your hot dog. Now, since we're fishing kind of shallow, I mean, we're only talking maybe 8 to 10 feet, all we're rigging it with is one hook. If we had more than one hook on here, we'd be fighting a little bit of a game against tangles. And this thing already likes to get tangled a little more than I like it to. So by reducing the chance of those tangles, we're just helping ourselves out. Simple old circle hook gets them right in the corner of the mouth every time. Maximizes those odds to make sure you're getting a clean, ethical catch. Now this jug here that was missing a hook, I think we've got a couple hooks in the tackle box. Instead of having to get back in the kayak, what we'll end up doing is probably just chucking it out somewhere that we can get it from the bank. Now, compared to bass fishing and brim fishing relatively, catfishing is such a slower pace. It is a lot of throw it out, wait, watch. But the fun thing about catfishing is all the different wacky and weird methods that you can catch them on. So like this, what we're doing right now, this is called jug lining. You can do limb lining where you tie lines to limbs and you anchor them out or even just let them hang free into the water. And you're using that limb as the pole. In this case, we're using the jugs as the pole. You can also do long lining, trot lining, that sort of stuff where you're gonna leave a weight on one hand and maybe tie it to a bobber or weight it on the other side. And it's this whole big long line of hooks. And the other cool thing about catfishing is, number two, you get to use all kind of different weird, wacky baits. People catch them on soap, hot dogs this time. My favorite's chicken livers. I just didn't want to get that messy right now. But y'all, this is what makes catfishing fun. It's not necessarily the thrill of the constant catching fish like it is with bass and brim. Instead, it's that moment where you don't know what's on the other end of the line and you can catch them in so many different ways. Because, you know, sometimes you're going to catch a little half-pound bullhead. The other times you're going to catch a 50-pound channel cat like the South Carolina South Carolina world record, actually. Fingers crossed for some luck today. I don't know. We've had some wacky rain and it's hot. right, so no luck on night number 1, but we are coming back first thing tomorrow morning to check our lines, because we don't want to leave the catfish sitting on there too long if they bite overnight. But fingers crossed if we're gonna have something on the end there. But I will see y'all in the morning. And we're back, and it's the next day. So I just looked, and up on the dock was one of our lines. It was the one that we chucked right off the side. Somebody probably came by, didn't know what it was, picked it up, the bait was gone. They just figured, I don't have any bait. I'm gonna set it back up on the dock. Perfectly fine. Nobody does it maliciously. My family owns this pond, so I know they didn't mean any ill will. But we're gonna get down in the kayak, go check those 2 lines that we threw out first out there that we checked yesterday. Didn't have anything on them. Cannot guarantee, but a lot of times when the catfish bite, they'll fight a little bit because they don't like being hooked, and then they kind of just settle down and they settle into their routine. So even though those lines aren't bobbing and moving right now, that doesn't mean that a catfish isn't on them. So let's get in the kayak, get in the water, pull some lines. This paddle's got water all in it. There we go. Now sometimes as we come up on these things, if there's a catfish in it, he'll start to go crazy as he realizes something's gotten above him. Now this one, it looks like all the line has wandered out. Oh Lord, we had a catfish and he got ate by a turtle. Wow, I've never seen that at this pond. That catfish got demolished. It looks like it was a small channel. Not good for that, buddy. Let's good gracious, he smells bad too. All right, well, that might not be a good sign. We got one ate up by a turtle. That means if something bit on this one, he might have seen the same fate. That was a big old turtle too that ate him. Small turtle's not gonna take a catfish. Small turtle gets ate by a catfish. This one doesn't feel like it's got any weight on it. Looks like the bait got took. Nothing bit though. Well, I got one, but a turtle ate him.
Turtle ate him? What was it?
Catfish.
Was it really? It looked like it was big.
Maybe about 3-4 pounds.
I'll go over and get there then. I didn't know who hit that little canoe over here.
Yeah, that's me. See, there's the catfish. He got ate by the turtle. All right, y'all, so we pull it up on the dock, and that is the bona fide work of a turtle. What happened was the catfish probably bit the line, struggled, got coiled around, something happened, or maybe he was just, chilling out down on the bottom. Turtle came along, saw the catfish had a weakness. It was probably a pretty large turtle to take on a catfish this size. Small turtle's not gonna risk getting hurt when it comes to this. And he just ended up nibbling around, eating him up. And this sort of stuff happens sometimes on jug lines. You can't really do anything about it. 9 times out of 10, it's gonna work out for the better. This is actually only about the first or second time that I've ever had this happen. But if you're gonna do it long enough, you're gonna have instances like this. So we're gonna get all our tackle so nothing goes back in the pond. The catfish, the rest of him can go to be turtle food, and I will see y'all in just a second. So as y'all can probably tell, having a look around, we are not at the pond anymore. And ideally, this is the part of the video where I wish I was having a nice big catfish party with warm, crispy hush puppies, some nice mustard-covered catfish fillets. It would have been absolutely stinking delicious, but things don't always go to plan. The Lord knows why. I'm not saying the catfish getting ate by the turtles is some kind of divine sign, but what I am saying is sometimes stuff like this happens in life, and it's just good to always remember that you might not understand it, but there's someone up there that does. And it can be for huge reasons, life-changing reasons, and it can be for something as simple as that's just not what he wanted you doing at that moment. But I did want to close the video by saying this. Y'all, have you checked out the subscriber total down there right now. We are like 6 people away from 1,000 subscribers. I started a small YouTube channel probably now almost 10 years ago, and it didn't get anywhere close to what we're about to get right now. And I get in the grand scheme of things, 1,000 people isn't that many, but y'all, there's 1,000 people that want to watch SC Traditions, and you're one of them, and it's awesome, and I cannot thank you enough for it. So I just want you to let you know that we got some really cool stuff coming down the pipe. For those of y'all that don't know, I live right on the beach now, so we've got a lot more saltwater videos coming up as soon as they lift kind of the parking restrictions out there, because I'm not paying $10 to park at the beach. I can walk to the beach for cheaper than that. So in a couple months, saltwater's coming back. Hunting season is just kicking in, and we got 3 really cool spots that I think we got a great chance to kill some killer deer right now. And y'all, it's just the best time in the world to be an outdoorsman right now. I can tell you what, the summer heat is over, deer season kicks in, dove is rolling out. Before you know it, it'll be spring fishing and turkey hunting again, and y'all are along for the ride, and I could not be more grateful for that. But I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching SC Traditions, y'all.